truly glass, beautiful looking skin, but it doesn't make it look super, super greasy. Hey guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing something fun. We are doing another Clean Beauty Code Top 5. We are talking about my top 5 favorite skin tints, which, if you're new here, I love a skin tint, like live, breathe, and die by a skin tint. If I had a preferred way to apply my like base makeup, it's always more of a skin tint style. I love a foundation, don't get me wrong, but that's more of an occasion thing for me, unless it's a type of foundation that works almost like a skin tint where it feels very lightweight and it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like makeup, but it's there. I don't know. I just love something that is very lightweight, simple, perfects the skin without doing too much. And skin tints, a lot of them do that. Some don't. Some don't really have much coverage. But today we're talking about my favorite ones, and I'm really excited to get in this video. I haven't done a Clean Beauty Code Top 5 in a really long time, so I felt like because we're moving into summer, people might be like, oh, I want to buy something that works in summertime. We're going to be talking about those today. I'm going to point out the ones that I think would work best in summer and why. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into my top 5 skin tints. Top 5 skin tints, let's get into it, you guys. So what we're going to do is work on from the bottom up. Leave a comment down below what you think my number 1 will be. I would love to see your guesses. And we have 2 that are actually tied for 5th place. So it's really 6 products, but 2 are tied. So we're going to start with the tie and then we're going to work our way up. So first, tied for number 5. The CLEAN Beauty Slip Tint. Now, I love this product. This has an SPF of 35, which is amazing. And I really enjoy the way that this wears. This gives very much, the texture is very much more of a tinted moisturizer. I know a lot of tints can have a very liquidy feel to them. This is more of a true cream. And it definitely has a dewy finish to it. What's interesting about it, it doesn't dew up right away, but it does have a dewy finish, but it doesn't get super, super dewy, but it does get dewier throughout the day. So if you have oily skin or combo skin like me, definitely powder, definitely in your oily areas, but I really enjoy this. It's a very comfortable wear. It feels very light on the skin. It doesn't feel sticky or super greasy or anything like that, which I really enjoy. I would say that this is light to medium coverage. I would say it airs more on the light side, but it can definitely get to medium coverage, or maybe not even, or maybe light plus coverage. It definitely, you can build it up and do all that, but I feel like you don't want to, I don't like to, you might want to. I don't like to over apply this, and I really like the way it makes my skin look and feel, and I don't feel like crunchy by the end of the day. Sometimes products like a complexion product can make your skin feel crunchy. This doesn't give crunchy. This is very nice. I really enjoy this, and it's just great. And I have 2 shades here. I have the shade 6 and 5. I got these before they expanded their shade range. So if I were to get a shade now, it would be the shade 5.5. I've swatched that, tried it on my face. I like tested it out. That would be a good shade match for me right now. But I have these 2 shades. They're both great. And in summer, I err more on the side of 6. However, 5.5 like would work. 5 is like my winter shade. It is very, very light for me. So if you're my complexion, definitely go 5.5. And if you tan and your tan lasts really long, maybe get 6, because you might be struggling for a little bit, or get both. But I hate having to buy 2 shades of something. That just bugs me. So yeah, I really enjoy that product. Definitely recommend. Next is a product that I really enjoy, and it is from Jason Wu Beauty. This is their No, not right. It's their Tinted Moisturizer Meets CC Cream, and I wear the shade 8 in this. And this is a great product. So this is also more of a tinted moisturizer style feeling product, but it is lighter in texture than the Say Beauty one. The Say Beauty one feels more like, if you've ever tried the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, it feels more like that in terms of texture. The Jason Wu Beauty one is very, very lightweight. It doesn't have much texture to it. It has nice slip, and it doesn't dew up like crazy. And by slip, I mean it like blends into the skin really, really nicely. Again, this is the shade 8. It can be, this is a good shade for me because if I want to look like I have a tan in summer, or not summer, girl. Well, actually in summer because I'm pale right now, but in winter, this is a good shade match for me, but this is also a great summer shade for me, which I really enjoy. And this, look at that, it's just so beautiful. The finish is gorgeous. But I have a whole review on this where I did a full try on and all of that, so I'm not going to yab on too much, but this is a great product. It has a nice shade range. It doesn't cling to stuff, which is really nice, and it doesn't dew up too crazy. So if you have really oily skin, but you want that dewy kind of complexion-y style product, out of all the ones I'm mentioning today, I would say that this is your best option. It's also definitely one of the more affordable options, and they have so many shade options. I would also still powder though, because you can do up throughout the day. It isn't like a matte product in any way, but my preference, just so everyone watching knows, I prefer a dewy to naturally type of finish. I don't love a matte finish unless for whatever reason that day requires it. My true favorite is more of a natural finish because I do have combo skin. It's just, it avoids too much, but I always go with dewy products because I love dewy stuff. But then I always will maybe do a mattifying primer in my T-zone, and always make sure to powder, or at least carry a little powder with me so I can touch up. But this is really great. Again, it just, I mean, the finish is gorgeous. Look at that. It's so beautiful, and it is definitely less dewy than the Say Beauty one, and it definitely is more of a light coverage product, but I think you can definitely get it to be a little bit more coverage. I prefer to kind of wear it as light coverage because that's just my preference. I don't like to overdo the amount of product on my face. If I'm going to want something that does more coverage, if I want full coverage or whatever, I'll just go with something that's more full coverage. But I really, really enjoy this. Highly recommend checking this out. Again, you can get this at Target. I ordered this online, but you can get this at Target, and I believe that's it. Target and jasonwoodbeauty.com, but this is really, really good. Okay, coming in at number 4, we have an Oldie Boogity. And by Oldie Boogity, I mean, I haven't mentioned it that much on this channel lately, but it's still my obsession since I discovered it, the Amicole Skin Enhancing Tint. She's so good. She's so good. So this is more in the texture wise the same vein as the Jason Wu Beauty. This also doesn't have SPF, just like the Jason Wu Beauty one. I don't know if I've mentioned that. And it's so good. So I have the shades medium 2 and medium 1 in the Amicole, and it is just such a nice texture. Out of all the skin tints I'm mentioning today, I get the most compliments on my skin when I'm wearing the Amicole one because it gives glass-like looking skin. Truly glass, beautiful looking skin, but it doesn't make it look super, super greasy. It's buildable up to medium, in my opinion. It works really, really well with if you have like eczema breakouts or like any like dry patches from breakouts. It doesn't cling to those, which is really nice. The founder of this brand actually used to work at Glossier, if I'm remembering correctly. So, and this brand definitely is kind of in that same vein of Glossier, where they're really focusing on just like beautiful complexion, really simple, easy products that aren't over the top feeling too makeup-y. Amicole is definitely like that. In that sense, they focus on the forgotten shades, so they focus a lot on the people who and the groups and skin tones who have been forgotten all these years in makeup, and they really work on creating amazing undertones and stuff that would work for people with darker skin, and this is great. So if you're kind of the type of person that is into a very much more no makeup look that looks super natural, everyday makeup, but you also want a brand that kind of gives you a shade that you want. Amicole is amazing. Their shade range is incredible, and your skin is just, it's gonna look glossy, dewy, like glass-like, and it doesn't do up crazy at all. It doesn't cling to anything, and it feels super, super nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup at all. It barely feels like anything. It's incredible, and I know a lot of people love this skin tint. Highly recommend checking them out. I mean, I've talked about this I've done a whole video on this, so if you want to see it tried on and all of that, it will actually, I don't know if I tried it on in that video now that I think about it. I've tried it on in recent videos. I've tried it on in videos, so check it out. I have done an Amicole video somewhat recently. I can't remember if I tried it on in there, but definitely if you want to see it in action, I have videos where I'm using this, so definitely check those out. Love it. So, so good. Okay, next, coming in at number 3 actually really surprised me when I was thinking about what skin tints do I love? What am I grabbing the most? Which ones are the ones that, regardless of what, I'll most likely have them in my collection? This feels crazy, but Summer Fridays. They're sheer, what is it called? They're sheer skin tint, and I have the shade 5 in this. And the reason that this is here is because it is such a good everyday product that's like sheer to light coverage that isn't doing too much but does do a little bit of something, and it isn't. This specific product has done a really good job with the sheer to light coverage area where it truly sticks to what it says it does, but the shades are very versatile and very much. I remember seeing people that were wearing the shade 5 and being like, oh, it probably wouldn't work for me, but I grabbed it and it works for me like incredibly well. It just gives me beautiful looking skin. A lot of the time when I'm doing like a full face for filming, I will just be wearing the skin tint, and this is in here because in summer I really, really struggle to find something that feels like skincare, that doesn't feel like, it literally feels like nothing on the skin, but does a little something to just enhance. I don't want to cover or anything, just enhance, and this is that. This is so good. It sinks into the skin. Another product without SPF, just sinks into the skin, feels truly like skincare, behaves like skincare, in the sense that like it doesn't patch off, like it's not apparent that it's going away. And by the end of the day, it still is on my skin. Like when I'm taking my makeup off, I use a cotton pad. There's still makeup on the pad, which is really, really impressive. I just do like 3 drops, like blend it into my skin, and I just feel really put together without doing too much. I've actually used this in a recent video where I was talking about my go-to like beach makeup look, and this was used in that video. So if you want to see this in action, go check that out. But this is a great product. I am always feeling very put together when I wear this, even though it's sheer, so it's basically nothing. I do feel like I can go up to light if you, depending on how many drops you use, but I really, really enjoy this. Has nice slip. I don't know, I just love this product, and it surprised me that the fact that this is number 3, just because it does so little, but still so much, but the so much that it does isn't really apparent when you're first applying it, but it just is, it's really, really good. Right now, it is my number 3. So coming in at number 2, write down below what you think it is, right now. Guess. Did you guess this? The Tower 28 Tinted Sunscreen. I just love this product. This one you can get more medium coverage. And this is an SPF of 30. I have 2 shades. I have the shade 45 and I have the shade 40. I mix these together. I wear them individually depending on where my skin's at, because sometimes my undertones are a little bit more yellow. Sometimes my undertones are a little bit more neutral. So this is a great product. Oh, I hope you can't hear that plane. That plane is so loud, but this is really, really good. I love this product, and the way that it makes my skin look, incredible. And you can definitely get medium coverage out of this, which is great, but you can also get light coverage. It's very versatile, and the finish can be a little bit more on the dewy side, but not too dewy. At least for my skin, I don't feel like it dews up too much in my T-zone. It does give dewy though, so if you don't like kind of dewier products, this won't be for you, but this is great. although it is more of a sunscreen, it behaves very much like, in my opinion, on my skin, to like a serum style. This is more of a drippy product, so this might not be for everyone. I know that not everyone likes more drippy products, but do you see that? It is like an in-between of, let's say, the Ami Collet and the Jason Wu, and something that's more on the liquid side. It is great. It just blends into the skin like a dream, and just, it's a very, very nice product. And this is also a product I would, if I'm like, I'm going on a trip at the end of the year, or on the end of the year, at the end of the year, can I get it together? At the end of the year, I'm going on a trip to a warmer area, and I'm packing this because it is just so good. I still wear sunscreen with it. I know a lot of people don't love when their products have sunscreen in it, and they still have to wear sunscreen. Just wear sunscreen. And if you don't believe me on the sunscreen thing, look at, there's this thing that truly like haunts me. I have nightmares about it. Look at a video. I don't know if it's a video, but there's a side-by-side of twins. One wore sunscreen and like their career was more of an outdoor career, and one was inside and wore sunscreen all the time. And the difference will haunt you, haunting. Or there's a picture of a truck driver where one side of his face that was facing the window, he wasn't wearing sunscreen because he was always in the truck. He didn't feel like he needed it. One side is so significantly different than the other. So wear your sunscreen, folks. I promise you, you will thank me. But I love these products. Oh my, can I be less preachy about sunscreen? But I can't stop. My friends are so sick of me, but I'm like, just wear sunscreen. Trust me. Wear it. SPF of whatever the highest is that works for you, do it. You will age so gracefully. And it's not about not aging, it's just about aging gracefully. But anyways, these are great. I love this. And again, it's just one that I would always pack with me on a trip. Still wear sunscreen. And the way that it just perfects my complexion, it doesn't feel heavy. It just looks so, so good. I have a review of this up if you want like more nitty gritty details where I kind of compare everything, but this is a great product. I highly recommend. Okay, coming in at number 1. Before I say it, write a guess down below because I would love to know. I want to know how well you guys know me. But what do you think my number 1 skin tint is? Write it? You got it? Did you guess this? I know it's so expensive, but the Westman Atelier skin tint. This is their complexion drops. And I wear the shade X in this. I think it's shade 10 or something, but I just say X because not everyone knows the Roman numeral, including myself. But I love this. It's a drippier product, which is great. This bottle doesn't leak, which is also great for when you travel. Like when stuff leaks from drippy bottles, it's so stressful. It's a drippier consistency. The shade match is impeccable. It also has that skincare-like finish, or not finish, skincare-like feeling. It wears off just like the Summer Fridays one does. I would say the Westman Atelier is the perfect marriage of the Summer Fridays and the Tower 28. I don't know if that makes sense. It's very serum-y feeling, but it doesn't have SPF. The Tower 28 has SPF. It's a perfect marriage of the two. It gives coverage. I can get up to medium coverage with this, but I kind of stay in the light-ish range, maybe light plus range of coverage. I apply just a few drops, apply it to my face. It just sinks in, gives me coverage, gives me perfected complexion. There's a lot of shades, which I really, really enjoy, and a lot of undertones, which I really enjoy, because undertones really do make the biggest difference on how something looks on your skin. This is incredible. I love this product. And when I first got it, because I ordered it from their website, I ordered a shade that just like was not it. And so they let me exchange. They let me get another one, which was really, really nice, because sometimes it's so hard to pick online, and some brands you just don't have access to be able to get them, or you're constantly working or whatever and you just want to grab and go. I'm constantly buying makeup. I'm constantly ordering stuff. So I was really happy I was able to get another one in my correct shade. Again, I wear the shade X. I believe the Roman numeral is like 10 or something like that. I'm not actually really sure what the Roman numeral is, but it's X. So So that's what I'm just gonna call it. But this is a great product. I really, really enjoy it. Sinks into the skin, feels very much like skincare. It is very much like skincare, but a texture that's also like the Summer Fridays and the Tower 28. It is so nice. It's very expensive though. I believe it's $68 or something. Bananas? Like, why are you so expensive? Like, I'll buy it, but like, you know, be cheaper. It is a very, very unique formula in my opinion. The way that it feels, but also the way that it wears, and the fact that it isn't like a foundation-y amount of coverage. If you want an alternative to this, the Ritual Défi, their 3-drop foundation, that's a great alternative in terms of specifically like the texture and the way it feels and wears and stuff like that. But that one is more true medium coverage. You can get less coverage with it if you use less drops, but this one is more light to medium coverage, whereas that one I would feel like it's like more light plus to medium coverage. But it really depends on how much you apply with a lot of stuff. I really, really enjoy this. Sinks in the skin, feels like skincare, literally feels like nothing, but I do look really put together. I look like I put a little bit more effort in without really having done anything besides I do 2 drops. That's it, and I apply it, and I'm always so happy with how my complexion looks. I do like to powder this one. I do, again, have combo skin, so I do like to powder this throughout the day. I don't necessarily powder it right away. I will maybe powder it after a couple hours or something, but I really enjoy this product. And yeah, that's it. That's it for my top 5 skin tints. I would love to know down below, what's your favorite skin tint? What are your top 5s if you have a top 5? Do you have as many as I do? If you do, you have too many. I have too many. What are we, crazy? But I love skin tints. They're my favorite. And going into summer, I like makeup that doesn't feel like it's going to clog my pores. Doesn't feel like when I sweat it's going to be a mess and wear off funky. All of these products are great for that kind of vibe that I like in my skin tints. Like, enhances my skin without covering it. And if I want more coverage, it still is just an enhance, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.